the 8th grade, go ahead and open up your binder to page 62. I'm going to walk you through the opening exercise. Opening exercise for number 1. So I'm going to do number 1, and then you are going to go ahead and you are going to complete. You, if I can spell today, you will complete 2 through 4 and bring them done for class. If you look on page, I think it's 61 or 62, there's a table with all of your answers. Don't worry about putting it there as long as you actually answer the question on the pages for each question. So take a look at number 1. We need to use the figure below to answer parts A through F. So we want to know what is the length of one side of the inner small square. So when they talk about the inner small square, they're talking about this square. So if I look at this square that I'm going over in pink, if it's a square, all sides are equal, and I see that one of the dimensions given is 6. So I'm just going to label each other side as 6 inches. And yes, that's a 6, not a B. So what is the length of one of the smaller sides? It's going to be 6 inches. And it wants to know what is the area of an inner square. Remember that area equals length times width. And since it's a square, my length and width are the same. So I don't know if you remember representing your length and width as S for side. And so your area is equal to your side squared because you're doing side times side. So my area is going to be equal to 6 times 6. So my area is 36 inches squared. Make sure you have your units. So you want to know what is the length of one side of an outer square. So now if you look at the outer squares, I notice that those little small squares each have a side length of 1 inch. So I'm just going to label all of them with blue. So they want to know the outer square. So this is what they're referring to when they talk about the outer square. This whole square. So if I look, I know that this part of my square is 6 inches because that part's 6 inches. I know that this part of my square is 1 and 1 because the inside part of that square is 1. So altogether, my outside side length is going to be 6 plus 1 plus 1. Again, I have this 6 and those extra 1 inches. So the length of my outer square is 8 inches. So now the length of an outer square, my length is 8 inches. Okay, now we want to know what is the area of the outer square. So again, I know area is side squared or side times side. So my area is going to be equal to 8 times 8. So my area equals 64 inches squared. So we want to use our answer from part A and B to determine the 1 inch white border. So if I know the border of this entire square is 64 and the area of this entire square is 36, to find the white part of the square, I'm going to subtract the two areas. I'm going to do 64 minus 36. And if I do my subtraction right, I should get an area of 28, and it's inches squared. So our last step, it wants us to explain our strategy to find the white border. So what I did, I found the area for the inner square. I found the area for the outer square. And how I found my answers, I did area of outer square, area of, instead of outer square, I'm going to say larger outer, because that's what they referred to in the problem. So I did area of my larger outer square minus the area of my smaller inner square. Don't forget, you need to complete numbers 2 through 4 and bring it to class today.